let's move on. I think that one thing that I thought was very cool, other than Dave Matthews Band today and yesterday, was after Higgy hit his 2 home runs, or I don't know which one it was after, but it's just kind of like an indication of how great this team is, and specifically how awesome Jose Trevino is. After he goes up to him and he hugs him, and like they have a moment, and we find out after the game too that Trevino's actually the one that gave him like a tip that ended up
It was before his first home run.
Before his first home run, he gave him a tip. I don't know what it was.
That's
I think
cool.
it was something to fix in his at bat or his swing or something.
It was, yeah.
Or
he told him to sit on the high 35-mile-an-hour fastball.
It was for the
that
first
really
one.
was the difference.
It was for the first one, and for the first one, he told him something, and he ended up hitting the home run. So kudos to him. But then after that, at some point, he was like hugging him. They had like a little moment, and it's like he could have easily, and I didn't expect them to have any tension because they are kind of in a position battle, but the two guys, Jose Trevino and Higgy, are like neither of which think that they're not starters. So like they kind of both know the assignment that they have, but like they could easily have tension among each other, and they don't. And quite the opposite. They lean into being boys, and I think that's just a indication of like the locker room and how everything is. Like, I mean, Jose Trevino, confirmed locker room guy, Murph. But when you look around the entire league, I mean, that entire like team, it's just this whole team. And I think that's what Matt Carpenter was talking about. I know that's what everybody's been talking about. Rizzo's been talking about it. He said something about how this team's different. And I think that's, stats aside, all that stuff, that's fine. Like you could play well on the field, but this team just like, there's also, when you look back to other things too within the locker room, like Chapman, when he got that championship belt, I know we made fun of that at first, but like, that's just everybody sticking together. Did Chapman deserve the championship belt? Fucking no, he didn't. He sucked and he only blew 2 saves in a row, but they gave it to him to like pump his tires a little bit, say like, hey, we're behind you, man. And at the time we were like, whatever, that means nothing. But like now when you see it in exhibit A, B, C, and D, like this team just loves each other. Like they're different.
It's going to absolutely crush me if Jose Trevino comes back down to earth to like just a like backup catcher that's good at defense. Because
even if he does, though, it's fine.
Well, it's just gonna be sad because he's so likable, and he's having this just like, I mean, he had the walk-off hit the other night, pinch hit. Was it like first pitch, just roped it, single, boom, walk off after they intentionally walked Aaron Hicks, and then you can't say with a straight face.
One, right?
I mean, at least in the last like 3 years, but I don't know. I mean, all this stuff with Derek Jeter, it's like his life, his idol, and he's meeting him, and I don't know. He's just like literally a 10-year-old kid playing for the Yankees right now. He's so excited, and I don't know. If he ever comes back down to earth, I'm going to be very sad.
Yeah.
Did you also see that his walk-off home run the first one came on his father's birthday, and this next one that he had to walk off, which we were behind home plate for, which was a great time. But that was on his son's birthday.
Yeah.
Any big family event.
He's got to be playing.
Got to be pinch hitting. If he's the pinch hit option and it's his wife's cousin's dog's birthday, just put Jose Trevino out there because he's gonna walk it off.
I mean, a little fun stat for just the season so far. Yankees lead the MLB with 7 walk-offs so far.
Boom.
Their most through 58 games since 1943, which was a long time ago. For those of you who don't know.
Yes, that was a long time.
Fun fact, 1943
I've got another,
was a long time ago.
I meant to mention this earlier, but another little fun season stat for you. The Yankees are the only team with under 20 losses. So the Mets have 22. And they have the second least losses, and we have 16.
It's not
so like
bad.
it's not only do we have the best record in baseball, but at least right now it's by a pretty substantial margin.
Also, just kind of to jump back over to Luke talking about how this locker room's different and everything. This new like budding romance between Rizzo and Judge, coined by somebody on Twitter. I don't remember their name, so sorry. Gizzo is my new favorite thing of all time.
Oh no! Oh no!
That can't be it.
That can't be true.
It was some random guy. It was like hashtag Gizzo. It was just a compilation of like Rizzo and Judge like hugging each other, and like the other night on the walk off, you saw Rizzo jump out, or Judge, whichever one came first, and they were like about to run, and they waited, like helped the other one over the fence, like hugged, and then ran to the plate. They're literally like stepbrothers right now. I'm not doubting
the friendship.
No. It's like fucking Dale and Brennan right now. They're just absolutely loving it, and I'm all here for it.
Yeah. Even like not Judge and Rizzo, but
you mean Gizzo?
I don't mean Gizzo, but when Higgy hit the home run, then he got the silent treatment in the dugout.
That's another thing too.
I love when they do that. I love when teams
they did
do
to
that.
Gallo, who's like one of the, say what you want, but he's widely regarded as one of the better power hitters in the game and has been for a while. Hit his first home run, and they just fucking gave him the silent treatment.
That's
so funny.
And then,
well, that's just such a great thing too, because
it'll never get old.
But that even the Higgy thing, they're making light of like hey man, you were struggling, and we're here for we're celebrating with you. I know that's like a big thing when you get that monkey off your back, and he had a 35-mile-per-hour home run after that, but he's still hitting the ball, and I guarantee that he will be hitting better because and in large part due to the guys getting his back, because if other people look at him and like, dude, why are you sucking, and are in a toxic locker room, he's not going to bounce back in the way he is, and he's probably not going to get the same run. He's not going to be as confident in himself, and like if ever other people believe in you, you're going to do better. It's just a fact. So I mean, that bleeds true with, I'm sure, even how a guy that is just quite possibly he's that good, like Aaron Judge, I'm sure is playing at a higher level because of this, even though he would be playing well, but like I guarantee because of the locker room, because of Gizzo, he's playing better than he would have otherwise. And I think that bleeds through with every single person in this lineup. And I think that's why I don't want to like understate how good the chemistry is and how much that means to a team like this. And that's what Rizzo was talking about. He's saying like, this is the feeling I had on that 2016 team when I won the World Series. Like this, we felt like a tight knit group, and any stat, I feel like every podcast we've been talking about recently has been like, oh, listen to this historic pacing and this historic stat, and we can make that a recurring segment because they're going to keep on coming. But the biggest thing to me, other than all that, is the fact that this team likes each other, and they like each other the way they do, and they're having fun. We haven't seen a Yankees team have fun like this in a long time, and it's very refreshing to see. And it's when you pair that with historic numbers and being on pace for 120 wins, and Judge is on pace for 67 home runs, and like all this stuff that you see Judge's name in the same sentence as Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, and the Yankees are in the same sentence as the 2006 Mariners. Is that what the team was?
2001.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts when you see all that stuff. And
gives me shades of the thumbs down 2017 team,
but even more so, like way more than that,
with an actual like roster that can win. Like that 2017, it was like, all right,
they're like the Rangers
ever since the
it was
wild card. Yeah, it's both, and that's what's different this year. I completely agree.